A Labour councillor who once said that there's no proof ISIS even exists is now in charge of protecting children against radicalisation. No, I'm not making this up, and I wish I was. Do you remember the case of Safia Noor last year? She was a Labour Party council candidate at the time, and she was suspended from her role as a parent governor at the Yew Tree Community School in Whitton. And she was suspended because she came out on Facebook claiming that there was no proof that ISIS existed. Amazing, isn't it? At the time, the Birmingham Mail reported, a Birmingham Labour local election candidate who claimed there was no proof that Islamic State exists has been suspended as a school governor. Law student Safia Noor apologised after the Birmingham Mail revealed the claims she made in a string of controversial Facebook posts. The 25-year-old had been selected as Labour's new candidate for the Small Heath ward in City Council elections next year. Now, Yew Tree Community School in Whitton has confirmed she's been suspended as a parent governor while an investigation into her comments takes place. Well, now she's not just a candidate anymore, now she's an elected Labour Party councillor for the Small Heath ward after winning in the May elections, and her comments were bad enough to get her suspended from the school, but not bad enough to get suspended from the Labour Party. In fact, she went on to become an elected representative of the Labour Party. I mean, it should come as no surprise, really. I mean, you can come out with the most insane, real hardcore socialist, communist crap or anti-Semitic stuff or whatever you like, and you can even become leader of the Labour Party if you fancy it. But not only did she say, by the way, that there was no proof that ISIS existed, she also posted on Twitter, this is according to Birmingham Live, that people must grow up and stop pointing fingers following the Westminster terror attack. So to me, this woman is either an apologist for these attacks, or she's purposely misleading people to try and stop them from, tracing the source of the problem. She's either apologizing for it or trying to fool people into thinking that the problem isn't with a religious script or text. Either way, that makes her a very dangerous woman, but the most fascinating part of all of this is that she's now been appointed to the Children's Social Care Overview and Scrutiny Committee. So this means that now she's going to be responsible for helping ensure that children are protected from radicalisation. That's the level of insanity we've reached in England. The level of insanity where a woman who's either apologising for or denying the existence of terrorists is now responsible for stopping children from being radicalised by terrorists. That's the insanity we're facing here. Conservative councillor Alex Yip told the Birmingham Live, considering that the school at which she was a governor suspended her, saying her comments breached its code of conduct, it beggars belief that Labour think it appropriate for her to oversee safeguarding of children, including protecting them from the threat of radicalisation. Well, the Labour Party has overseen the protection of children in lots of areas of this country, and I don't think I need to go into detail when I comment on that, do I? I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. The Labour Party's got a history of failing children, and they're doing it yet again. But by the way, the Small Heath ward, where she's from, this is where schools were affected by the Trojan horse scandal. This is when Islamists tried to take over schools across Birmingham with a really strict adherence to Islam. Of course, The Guardian, etc., tried to pass it off as fake. But it happened, and it happened in this local area, which makes Noor's job even more important. There is a real presence of radicals in Birmingham, and it's her job to stop kids from being radicalised. But given she doesn't even recognise that ISIS exists, I dread to think how badly she's going to do that job. The Telegraph reported in 2015 regarding this. They said another Birmingham school put in special measures amid Trojan horse fears. Small Heath, a previously outstanding non-faith state secondary, is expected to be downgraded to inadequate by Ofsted. So there's serious problems in Birmingham, problems with radicalisation, and a woman that's been appointed to deal with it doesn't even think they exist. When a woman who denies the existence from ISIS from a part of the country that saw local schools trying to indoctrinate children with an Islamic agenda You know there's a problem. The Labour Party allowed Safia Noor to remain as a candidate for the Labour Party. She then stood and won, became an elected councillor for the Labour Party, and now she's in charge of protecting children against radicalisation. This is insanity from a part of the world that saw the Trojan horse agenda. The Trojan horse never went away. It simply changed. It's away from the schools now, and the Islamic agenda might not be slipping through the schools, but it is slipping through the net in the form of councillors who are apologists for real extremists. The tentacles of a violent political ideology have spread into every single institution of this country, and when you cut off one tentacle, another one grows back. If you want to see more from me and the rest of the Rebel team, remember to like and subscribe.